find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Vikings at 11-5 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Those defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Hurts. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw is Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Allen Lazard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. At the 26-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. 14. Vikings, nothing. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 14. Vikings, nothing. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. 7 Pirates. 18 Raptors.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And the Packer first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd and 2.
At the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Packers.
Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Jones going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
21, Vikings nothing. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to... And that's caught inside the 35! And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
60 left. Mustang 19.
Throwing is Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll go again to Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on second and 14. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points, because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room.
Pass to 11. Got 50. Got 50.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's a tight end, Tunyon. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and get.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give is to Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mustang 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Right side, Thornton with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 50, trap 50.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyquan Thornton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 23. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts got his man. It's Thornton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Warriors 70.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
140 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Again, it's Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired up the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams